This video presents a basic introduction to Tai Chi. It features the Yang style short form, which is the most widely available Tai Chi in the world. The video was made by veterans for veterans who designed it to teach you the fundamentals of Tai Chi. Tai Chi is movement that connects the mind and body in ways that can be used for mental, emotional, and physical healing. We have found that it is especially helpful to veterans with PTSD, chronic pain, balance and mobility issues, or those who have limited capability to exercise. Tai Chi can be for any age group. It requires no equipment and can be done by yourself or in a group. It does not involve getting down on the floor and back up. In fact, your Tai Chi exercise can be adjusted to your exact needs and abilities. The basic introduction will begin with warm-ups, basic movements, and drills from which we will build a 24-movement Tai Chi sequence for you to practice on your own. But first, let's listen to your group of Veterans Healthcare System of the Ozarks instructors discuss how they got started and what drew them into using Tai Chi in their lives.
Well, I've been doing Tai Chi for a little over 20 years. I had some instruction early on in the Yang style short form. Since then, I've mostly practiced on my own. It has been a huge part of me dealing with depression and anxiety. It's also been a great tool for me in using for dealing with my chronic pain. I've had a lot of problems with pain. At one point, I was on a lot of hydrocodones, opioids, a pretty steady diet of them, and realized that really wasn't the best for me long term, and started using Tai Chi as a way to not eliminate the pain, but learn how to deal with it in a much better way. So it's been a huge part of my mental health and physical health recovery, and it's a great part of my life.
Hello, my name is Robert Wood. I'm a peer support specialist with the VA at the Mount Vernon CBOC. Today I'll be working you through our Tai Chi program. In this program, you're going to meet myself, Tom Harmony, and Jim Hale. Section 1 of the Addie's video series features instruction on Tai Chi warm-ups, movement foundations, and walking steps. The best way to learn the first steps of the 24 form is to break it up into smaller units. The goal of this section is to introduce you to Tai Chi and explore with you how to use it to enrich your life. This section is aimed at the beginner Tai Chi student. Please note that the live Tai Chi classes are available on the main campus as well as most of the CBOCs. Just call your PAC teamlet or clinic staff to find out the schedule. Now we're talking about Tai Chi breathing. This is breathing with your belly. You inhale, the belly goes out, diaphragm comes down, draws the air into the bottom of your lungs. Just be relaxing. Deep breath in through your nose, belly goes out. Exhale through your mouth. Inhale through your nose, belly goes out. Push the air back out of your lungs, breathe out through your mouth. Very simple, very important. Now we're going to do our pouring. Imagine you're just a big body of water and you're going to pour it from one side to the other. So you do a Tai Chi breath, pour your weight to the right, exhale, come back down to center. Inhale, pour to the left, exhale, back down to center. Try to make the movement last the entire length of your breath. Inhale over, exhale back to center. Inhale to the other side. You should visualize seeing yourself pouring your body from one side to the other. Back out, you want 100% eventually of your weight on your leg, and then back 50-50. Pour to the other direction, all your weight's in one leg, pour back down. This becomes important as we move on in some of the moves because we're going to pour and breathe together. So now we get into a left bow stance. This is just the same idea, pouring forward and back rather than side to side. Inhale. Pour your weight out. Your knee goes right out over the toe. 100% of your weight on the lead leg. Exhale, back. And then you pour your weight back to your back leg. Till you got 100% on your back leg, 0 on your lead leg. Then back to center. Inhale, pour forward. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, pour back. Exhale, back to center. One more time. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, switch to the next leg. Same idea. Doing the same thing. Inhale forward, pour your weight to the lead leg. Exhale, back to center. Inhale to the back. Exhale, back to center. Inhale forward. Exhale, back to the center. Inhale back. Exhale, back to center. This is when you'll really start feeling a little bit of a burn in your legs. You can widen the stance a little bit as you get stronger and go in a little bit deeper. But for right now, you just kind of keep a fairly narrow stance and just practice feeling the idea of pouring your weight from side to side. This becomes a fantastic warm-up exercise, and it's really good for helping us with our balance. Now we're going to work on the Tai Chi walk. Left foot slightly forward, feet about shoulder width apart, weights evenly distributed. Left toe comes up, hips and toe go out 45 degrees. Come forward, knee goes straight out over your toe. Pour your weight forward, C-step, out forward, and then bring your hips back around front. Now, the right toe comes up, hips and toe go out 45 degrees, knee straight out over the toe, C-step, forward, bring your hips back around front. Inhale as the toe goes up, begin your exhale as you move forward, C-step around, hips come around, you complete the breath. So now we're going to do some Tai Chi warm-ups. Just relax, take a couple nice deep breaths. Think about relaxing just from your head to your feet. Lower down, put your knees just above your knees. Circle them around. This doesn't have to be done real fast, just take it nice and slow. Continue your abdominal breathing, the Tai Chi breathing that we've done before. Now circle around the other direction. This is all just loosening up the knees and the ankles and the hips. No necessary fixed repetitions. Just do it till you feel good and loose. Shift into the forward stance. We're going to do the knee rotations. Just rotate it around. Still have your fingers just lightly touch your knee. If you need to lean on it a little bit, you can, but try to keep as straight as you can and just be relaxed. Relax your shoulders, relax your neck. Just move. Rotate it the opposite direction. Just do this a few times as you start to feel yourself loosen up, and switch legs. We're going to do the same thing. Don't forget, keep deep breathing. Pushing your belly out, your shoulders should pretty much stay stationary while you're breathing. Just rotate those knees and hips. Go the other direction a little bit. Once you get used to it, you'll find yourself struggling to stay awake because it becomes really relaxing. And now we're going to go into rotating your hips. Big and little circles. You rotate your hips, make a big circle. Your head makes a little circle. Just trying to loosen up your back, your lower back, your hips. Just keep rolling around. Keep on breathing nice and deep and slow. Concentrate on being relaxed. Go the opposite direction. And just be relaxed and continue to breathe. Loosening up those hips and your lower spine. And even through your shoulders. As soon as we finish that, we're going to get back into the right stance. We're going to do the shoulder rolls again. Big roll back. Come forward. Just big circles. Feel this all the way through. Feel the stretch through your upper back. Feel the stretch through your upper back. Moving things that you don't normally move for a while. Keep rotating it around. Relax. Don't forget to breathe. You may be a little sore after this, but you're moving muscles that you don't usually move. Keep it rolling. Now switch directions. Now deep back. Your arm should just be like a rope dangling out of your shoulder. If it ain't moving, it should be relaxed. Don't forget to breathe. Keep your breathing nice and slow and steady. Now we're going to switch over, change feet. I'll do the big back roll on that shoulder. Rolling it all the way back. Stretching it all the way across your shoulder, through your upper back. Your arm is relaxed. Don't forget your deep breathing. These are great for arthritis, frozen shoulder, any number of physical ailments you can help loosen up by doing this exercise. Now we step into what we call Wu Chi, and we go big breath, stretch, open all the way up, kind of collapse back in, big breath, try to bring your shoulder blades together behind you. Big breathing, stretch all the way back, come around, big breath out, come around, breathe in, exhale as you collapse forward. Breathe in, collapse forward. Make sure you got your knees slightly bent. We don't want to lock our knees. And start rolling forward. Just go the opposite direction. But feel that stretch all the way across your back. This movement segues into Dragon King shrugs his shoulders. You're going to collapse into an old man stance. Press forward with your pelvis. Roll your spine up one vertebra at a time until you're all the way up. Your shoulders come forward and you collapse back again. As you come back, straight, thrust your pelvis forward, straighten up your back, come around, again, tilt your pelvis, roll your back, push your shoulders all the way back, bring them back around front. We only do this about 3 times. We're going to swing the arms. This is knocking at the gates of heaven. Your arms should just be like ropes coming out of your shoulders. Your back arm taps across your back. Front hab taps your stomach. Back hand goes across your kidneys. As you twist, your arms are just relaxed. You should feel the stretch in your shoulders, in your elbows, in your wrists. Just a centrifugal force just pulling your arms out. Helps loosen up your back. This is a fantastic exercise. You can do this several times a day. Just do it until you're ready to move on. Then relax and shake your arms out a little bit. And now we're just going to swing the arms forward and back. Just take it easy, nice, gentle. Again, you want to be relaxed. You want your shoulders to be relaxed. You want your back to be relaxed. Nice, even breathing all throughout. Don't try to go too fast. And now we're going to step into a deeper, kind of a horse stance almost. Your hand comes up, you focus on the fingers. This is drawing the bow. So you draw the bow back, opening up your chest. Feel like your shoulder blades are coming together behind you. Circle around, do the same thing on the opposite side. Make sure you're focusing on your fingers. Turn around, draw the bow, eyes right at the tip of your fingertips. Circle around, draw again. Feeling that big stretch all the way through your back. Open it up. Be relaxed. There's not a lot of tension here, but you wanted to get a good stretch. Your breathing stays deep, slow, smooth. Make sure you're driving your breathing with your abdomen. Just flowing back and forth. Relaxed. Draw the bow. Release. Turn. Focus on the fingers. Draw the bow. Cross hands. Breathe in. Relax. Exhale out. Step up. Circling the head. This is going to be rotating your neck around and just about loosening up your neck. Doesn't have to be a real extreme movement. Just do what feels good, but try to make sure you're getting a little bit of a stretch in all the muscles in your neck. We don't want to take it too far back. Just do it around as many times as you're comfortable. Just circle that neck and feel the stretch. Feel the stretch. You may have your neck pop several times. That's just loosening it up. The big thing is about loosening the muscles. Make sure you don't raise your head too far back. This is not about hyperextending your neck. This is just about stretching the muscles. Loosening up. Cross your hands. Gather in the chi. Breathe down. Inhale. Draw it around. Exhale as your hands come down. Section 2 presents intermediate skill levels of micro and macro forms. Once you complete the intermediate warm-up exercises, you can begin to learn the elements of the movements of the 24-form Tai Chi. This section presents the basic movements and drills for you to practice and develop your own routine if you like. As you perfect your form, remember that VHSO offers Tai Chi classes at the main facility and at C-Box. Call your PAC teamlet or clinic staff to find out the schedule. Let's look at the first 8 moves. Extend your left foot out, settle in. Deep breath in as your hands come up, rising the chi, hands go behind your ears. Exhale as you push down. Go to hold the ball. Step out with your left foot to part the wild horse's mane. We do this 3 times. You rotate around, hold the ball, step forward, part the wild horse's mane. Come around, hold the ball, part the wild horse's mane. Now we do white crane spreads its wings. You pour your weight forward, pour to the other side, hands go out, relax, collapse back in, transition to brush knee push. Right hand presses out, left hand presses out, brush knee push again, last one. Now we strum the lute. You pour your weight back to your right foot, both hands just like you're playing a guitar. Now we repulse the monkey. Step back, trade your hands front to back, step back. We do this 4 times. Last one, repulse the monkey, step back, exchange your hands. Now we go back into ward off. This becomes part of grasping sparrow's tail. Your hands follow each other, come behind, palms together as you push forward. Come back, draw your hands in, push back out. Now you're going to do a big turn, hands come around, hold the ball, do ward off the other direction. Grasping sparrow's tail as your hands follow each other back, palms together, push forward. Draw back in as you inhale, exhale as you push back out. Come around to center, cross over for close, and close. Let's look at these a little bit closer. Pour your weight to your right leg, step out with your left leg. Get centered, feet should be like they're on railroad tracks. As you're lifting your hands up, you brush them back past your ears. Exhale, pressing down like you're pushing into water. Slow, simple movement. Now you're going to turn slightly, hold the ball. Pour your weight to your right, come up on your left toe. Step out on your left foot and change your hands. This becomes part the wild horse's mane. Almost imagine as if with your lead arm, there's the mane of a horse, and you're just kind of patting it down with your following hand. So we start again with the opening. relax. So your feet are slightly more than shoulder width apart. Hands go up, down, hold the ball, shift your weight, turn, part the wild horse's mane. And then you go ahead and turn with your Tai Chi step. Bring around, you're holding the ball on the other side. You step forward, draw your hand down, part the wild horse's mane. Hold the ball again as you're stepping forward with your Tai Chi step. Come out, last time, part the wild horse's mane. We do that 3 times as we begin the form. We go from the opening, and then we do part the wild horse's mane 3 times. So begin with a couple of nice deep breaths, relax, pour your weight to the right, step out with your left, brush your hands back past your ears, drop them down like you're pushing through water, turn slightly, hold the ball, step out with your left foot, part the wild horse's mane. Now hold the ball on the other side. Again, doing your Tai Chi step as you step through, part the wild horse's mane again. Again, hold the ball, Tai Chi step, part the wild horse's mane. Now you come around, you're going to hold the ball over your left hip, step up with your right foot, pour over, right hand comes up, left hand goes down, left foot slightly in front. Let's take a closer look at the footwork. You pour all your weight into the right leg, left leg goes out, come into kind of a horse stance. Just be nice and relaxed. Press up with the toes to raise your hands up as they come down. You're going to shift back to the right. Left leg goes out. And you're going to be holding the ball and then bringing your hips around. Just bring your hips around. Do the same step on the other side. This is the second part in the wild horse's mane, just the footwork. Each time you come through, you correct your feet to make sure that your knee is always going out right over your toes. It's very important to make sure we protect the knee as we do these steps. We don't want to strain a joint. Now, the white crane spreads its wings. The footwork is very simple. The left foot comes into a cat stance, and you get all your weights on your right foot. And you come back into a cat stance, step into brush knee push. And again, each one of these is performed by doing the Tai Chi step that we've demonstrated before. Little C step there. You see him come around, the hips come forward, toe goes up, out, C step, and forward. And now on this one, now you pour your weight back to your right leg. This is for strumming the lute. This is the footwork for strumming the lute. You come around, stepping back now for repulsing the monkey. As you come back, a little bit of a cat stance. Your feet are just stepping back. You don't need to be like you're on a tight wire. Just step slightly back as you twist. We do repulsing the monkey 4 times. Now we go from kind of the cat stance. Now we're going to do ward off left, which is very much like parting the wild horse's mane. So we pour the weight back as our hands would come back as we're going through the footwork for grasping sparrow's tail. Pigeon toe yourself for the turn. Turn all the way around to go the opposite direction. This would be the ward off again. As you come back in for grasping sparrow's tail, this is just the footwork. The idea of pouring your weight back and forth is very important here. It helps maintain your balance. It helps build the strength up in your legs and your hips. Turn to the left. Shift into the right leg. Adjust your feet. Take a couple nice deep breaths. And we've just gone through the first 8 moves of the 24 form, short form, Yang style Tai Chi. Again, we always start with a couple nice deep Tai Chi breaths. Chance to really kind of relax, clear your head a little bit, focus on what we're about to do. Loosen up your shoulders. Pour your weight to the right. Left foot goes out. As you exhale, your feet should be parallel like they're on railroad tracks. Your hands come up, brush past your ears, push back down as if you're pressing through water. As you come around now, you're holding the ball. You shift into the right leg, step slightly around with the left, and you part the wild horse's mane. You just rotate that hand out. Now the left hand comes around high, the right hand comes around low. You're holding the ball, moving forward with a Tai Chi step. And now you change your hands around, part the wild horse's mane. And now you're again holding the ball, stepping through with your Tai Chi step. And now we're doing the last part the wild horse's mane. And now we're going to turn the ball and we're going to pour into white crane spreads its wings. So you shift to the left foot, right foot comes slightly forward, pour over to the right. Your right hand comes up, your left hand comes down. 100% of your weight's on your right leg. Now you do 2 circles and come back around, step out with your left foot, and this is for brush knee push. Low block left hand, right palm strike. Left hand comes back, hold the ball, step forward, right low block, left palm strike. Hands come around, step forward, palm strike, low block. Now we're doing playing the lute. You strum your hands, you pour all of your weight back to your right leg. Now you're going to step back into repulse the monkey. Left leg goes back. Hands change across. You step back again. Your head continues to face forward even though you've got one hand slightly back. You come back around. Inhale. At this point, when your hands kind of pass each other, then you begin your exhale. So now you're inhaling. As you're coming back, now you begin your exhale. You complete the exhale on your last repulse the monkey. Now we're going to hold the ball again, go into part of grasping sparrow's tail. We ward off. Right hand blocks down, left hand comes up. Then shift slightly back with your right foot. Palms follow each other as you come just slightly back past your hip. Palms together. Push front. Open to double push. Exhale as you push this through. Now you're going to pigeon toe your left foot as you turn a big circle around. Hold the ball. Step all the way out as you come forward to the ward off portion of grasping sparrow's tail. And now your palms follow each other again, just past the hip. Palms together as you push forward. Exhaling as you push out forward. Inhale as you draw your hands back. Exhale as you push forward. And then you just kind of do a simple turn. Now you're facing forward into the Wu Chi stance. Cross hands, inhale, exhale as you let them slowly relax. Do a great big circle. This is called gathering in the chi. Breathe in deeply. Exhale as you put your hands down to your side. Take a nice, deep, easy breath. And again, this is the first 8 moves of the Yang style short form 24 moves. Deep Tai Chi breathing. Push your belly out. Diaphragm comes down. Fill your lungs with air. Slowly blow it back out through your mouth. Deep breath through your nose. The belly goes out. Shoulders stay nice and level as you're breathing. Third breath. Deep breath in. Push your belly all the way out. And exhale out. And now we're going to begin our opening. So you settle in, pour all your weight to your right leg, left leg goes out. Exhale as you settle in. Arms come up as you begin to inhale. Brush past your ears. Exhale, push it down, just like you're pushing through water. All right, this is the same movement. This is the opening again from a side view. So you're Taking a nice couple of breaths, pushing that belly out, drawing the air into the bottom of your lungs. Exhale out through your mouth. Your feet right now are slightly less than shoulder width apart. As you begin your opening, you breathe in as you pour all your weight to your right foot. Left foot goes out to about shoulder width. Exhale as you settle in. Inhale as the arms come up. Hands brush past your ears. Exhale as you push your hands down. And stop. One thing you want to make sure you do is don't go past your toes with your knees. You want to make sure that when you drop down, you're dropping your center of gravity and your knees just go straight out over your toes, but they should just go right to where your toes are. You don't want to go past. So we've done our opening, brush past the ears. Now we're going to come around, circle the hands, holding the ball. Left foot goes out and back. You turn slightly as you part the wild horse's mane. Now your left hand is going to come around, right hand comes underneath. Now you're holding the ball on the left side. Step forward out, exchange hands, part the wild horse's mane. Again, make sure your knee doesn't go out past your toe. Holding the ball, pouring your weight back and forth each time. And we do part the wild horse's mane 3 times. You should finish your exhale as you finish the last part the wild horse's mane. Again, this is another demonstration. We finish part the wild horse's mane. You shift your weight back. This is for white crane spreads its wings. Pour forward. Right leg comes around. As you come in, all your weight goes to your right. Right arm goes up. Left hand comes down. And then you make a big circle around. Step forward. Low block with your left hand. Right hand push out. So from the end of white crane spreads its wings, we go into brush knee push. We do this 3 times. Your left hand pushes out, right hand circles around, shift forward, left hand low block, right hand pushes out. Come through around, right hand down, left hand pushes out. You're inhaling. As you move forward, you strike, you're exhaling. So now we're stepping into repulsing the monkey. So as you bring your hand back, come back around, step back with your right foot, exchange your hands position. As you roll back, your hands just change position as you step back. At this point, as you end the move, you finished your exhale. You begin your inhale as you come back again. Begin to exhale. Complete your breath. Remember, as your hand is going back, it is pulling, just as the hand that's moving forward is pushing. Now we're going to do grasping sparrow's tail. Starts out with a ward off, very similar to part the wild horse's mane, just slightly different. You're going to roll back, palms following each other, just past the hip, palm to palm, double push forward out, release, inhale, exhale as you push forward. Now we're going to collapse in, pigeon toe, turn around, hold the ball, stepping back out for the ward off. Again, follow your palms, back past your hip, come around palm to palm, push forward at the wrist. Relax as you inhale, exhale as you push forward. And now we go into single whip. Hands come around. Left hand comes all the way out. Right hand should be in a heron's beak position. And you're in a forward bow stance. Now we go into cloud hands. So as you do cloud hands, focus your eyes on the tips of your fingers. Transition them over. Step across. Focusing your eyes on your fingers. This can be very meditative as you come out here. Come back around, and we're going to go back into single whip again. Right hand horn beak. Now we do pat the high horse. Hands come around. Come forward. Toe kick. Turn. Double punch. Collapse in. Rotate around. Toe kick with the other foot. Step back. Come around into a circle. block down, kick out, snake creeps down, bring your hands around, right knee comes up, golden pheasant stands on one leg, snake creeps down again, golden pheasant stands on one leg, collapse in, now shuttle back and forth, collapse in, turn, high block and a palm strike, come back in, nettles at the bottom of the C, come down, hands come back up, fan back, turn around, back knuckle strike throws through, you come forward with a parry, a punch, now you're going to have an apparent close, push out, now you're going to turn around to the front, gather up, deep breath in, exhale out, and then gather in the chi. Great big deep breath in, come around, and drop it down. That completes the Yang style 24 move short form. This is shuttle back and forth. So as you come out, you step forward, your left hand comes with a high block, your right hand goes with a heel palm strike. Hands collapse down, step forward, right hand up, left hand strike. Pour back, collapse down, forward. Fair maid working the shuttles, also sometimes known as shuttle back and forth. This can be a very meditative move in and of itself. One of the nice things about Tai Chi is it doesn't have to just be the full form. You can take any one of these moves or any sequence of the moves, put them together in a way that makes sense to you. Take the moves and practice them over and over again. Just the practice of doing one move repeatedly can bring a lot of benefit as far as feeling your weight, feeling your balance, practicing your breathing, moving forward with making Tai Chi your own. Again, fair maiden passes the shuttle or shuttle back and forth. You can see that Tom is collapsing in, stepping forward, high block and a strike to the side, collapses back in, high block, strike to the side, collapses back in, centers, comes back around, gathering into chi. Exhale, and a great big deep breath. Exhale out. Here's another example of isolating a single move. So you step forward, part the curtain. With the other hand, you pass the teacup. Roll back. Doing the Tai Chi walking step, you part the curtain, pass the teacup. Part the curtain, pass the teacup. Just bring your hand around, part the curtain, pass the teacup as you step forward, pass the teacup as you step forward, part the curtain. You just, probably an easy way to think of it is if you were, imagine the old beaded curtains. You just open it in, passing a teacup. Now you open the curtain, pass the teacup through. Open the curtain, pass the teacup. Open the curtain, pass the teacup. Section 3 presents more advanced work and combines Tai Chi with Qigong to create a truly well-rounded perspective on these types of complementary activities. Section 3 provides further work into relaxation sequences, seated Tai Chi, and training tips to increase the challenge of the exercises. As you perfect your form, remember that VHSO offers Tai Chi classes at the main facility and at C-Box. Please call your PAC teamlet or clinic staff to find out the schedule. This is the practice of 3 circles Qigong. This can be done either seated or standing. You begin by stepping in just your feet slightly more than shoulder width apart, knees slightly flexed, want to make sure they're not locked, just a little bit of weight in your toes. Bring your arms up about heart high. No sharp kinks in your elbow or your wrist. You just want to be relaxed. Have your palms facing towards you. You can do this seated as well. Drop your shoulders. Take nice, long, deep Qigong Tai Chi breathing. Push your belly out. Drops your diaphragm down. Pulls air all the way into the bottom of your lungs. Again, this is an exercise that can be done either sitting or standing. Tongue should be lightly touching the roof of your mouth. And just breathing. Feel your body. Feel where maybe muscles are starting to get tight. Just start relaxing all the way through each exhale breath. Start at the top of your head and just work your way down. And every time you exhale, you just relax something else. And you just keep breathing and relaxing. Now, there are 3 ways that you can practice this. One is with a timer. One, you can start off doing, say, 30 seconds at a time. And maybe add 5 seconds each day that you do this. Another way you can do it is to count your breaths. Just each breath you take in, you just count it. The last way you do it is you just hold the position until you begin to feel your muscles burn. We don't ever want to have actual pain, but feeling the good muscular burn is a good thing. We never push through to pain. Just when you start to feel that good burning feeling, that's then when you want to relax and move on to the next portion of the move. If you feel a little discomfort, especially in between your shoulder blades, you can rotate the muscles around, try to relieve some of that strain. You just want to be able to hold and maintain the position for as long as you can. And be relaxed and just breathe. So you're feeling your body, you're relaxing, you're doing your deep Tai Chi, Qigong breathing. You'll find as you do this, even though you're standing still, you're really working your muscles because your legs are slightly bent, you're holding them all into position. You'll begin to feel the burn and maybe even get a little bit tired as you do this. Then we're going to step into the second circle of the three circles Qigong. You turn slightly to your left. So all your weight is now on your right leg. Your left leg is just out ahead of you for balance. The toe can just be touching the floor. All your weight is on your right leg. Make sure you feel comfortable. Make sure that knee is bent and going straight out over the toe. Continue to take those nice deep breaths. Slow, relaxing, deep breathing. Don't feel odd if you maybe have a twitch or have a little trouble with your balance. That's why you got that toe on the ground. Just focus again, start at the top of your head and just focus on relaxing with each exhaled breath all the way down your body. Hold this position for as long as you can. Just take your time, relax. You'll know when the time is right for you to turn. And then you just take this time to be quiet. Just relax. Keep breathing. As you move, you'll move back to center again. Rotate back to the center position. Stand for 3 deep breaths just to get your balance equalized and relax your muscles. Make sure you're paying attention to any stiffness in the joints that you might be having. Try to kind of soften that joint and relax a little bit more. We don't want to block the blood flow or have any kind of muscle injuries. After 3 breaths, you shift over to the other side. Again, same posture. All your weight is on your left leg. Right toe is still just touching the ground just to help with your balance, but all your weight should be on that right leg, and that left leg should be slightly bent. All your weight's there on the left leg. Again, you're monitoring your body for any discomfort you might have. Deep breathing. Just get to where your body feels good and comfortable. Deep breath, Tai Chi breath. Push your belly out. Draw the air into the bottom of your lungs. Just hold it as long as you're comfortable. If you get beyond your comfort zone on this, that's when you want to stop. You just want to keep it nice and easy. When you're done, come back to the center position. Give it another couple of breaths. Relax yourself. Keep your shoulders nice and relaxed. Everything's very, very circular, almost like you're holding a ball. As you're done, drop your hands. Deep breath in, arms come up, feet come together. Exhale and relax. This is our sequence for morning, also called Tai Chi in a box, often done if you have limited space. So you see many of the same moves, it'll just be done in a compressed area. Again, the entire form can be done seated. So this is actually the same 24 moves you've seen before, but it's done just in a very limited space. So we'll go ahead and begin with some nice deep breaths. Pour your weight to the right, step out. If you're seated, you just go ahead and raise your hands past your ears. Exhale as you push them down. And without the step, you're going to go ahead and hold the ball and move the arms. Now you still want to go ahead and pour as much of your body from one side to the other. Even if you're seated, you want to pour as much of your body. This helps build muscles in the core. This helps build muscles in your core. This helps strengthen your back and your arms. You just continue with each of the moves. Now we're coming forward with white crane spreads its wings. Small step forward, bring it down, circle your hands around for brush knee push. And you just twist slightly. You can see we're doing all the same moves, we're just changing the footwork a little bit. You come back around now. One foot comes back instead of going forward. So you just kind of trade your feet where they are. Now we strum the lute. And we begin now with repulsing the monkey. And again, if you're sitting in a chair, you want to try and get as much of a stretch in your back as you can. Hands going back. Remember, now is when you're inhaling. Exhale as you get there. Inhale, coming forward. Exhale as your hands trade positions. Hold the ball. We're going to ward off. This is for grasping sparrow's tail. Bring your hands, palms follow each other, back past your hip. Push out, palms together. Inhale as you come back. Exhale as you push out forward. Now we're going to turn and do it slightly on the other side. Same ward off position. Notice we're still everywhere is the same. We're just not taking nearly as many steps. Following your palms down. Palm to palm, push out. Inhale as you come back. Exhale as you push. Rotate your hands around. Come into single whip. Right hand has the bird's beak. The left hand goes out for the push. And now we do cloud hands. Again, continue to focus your eyes on your fingers. Make sure you're watching your fingertips as they go around. This can become very meditative. This can be done sitting down, standing up. We go into single whip again. Now high pat the horse. Our hands come around. Crosses under the left. Low block down. You come palm strick out. Toe kick, turn. Twin mountains on the ears. Cradle the right hand in the left. Turn slightly. Again, right toe kick. Turn. Now we go for the left heel kick. Just a slightly different position on the hands. Now we're doing snake creeps down. Golden pheasant stands on one leg. Second snake creeps down. See, we didn't make a whole lot of movement there, but we're still getting all the benefit. Golden pheasant stands on one leg. You're going to step forward to your left foot. Fair lady works the shuttle on the right. Collapse back in. Turn slightly. Fair lady works a shuttle. Right hand circles around. Comes low for nettles at the bottom of the sea. Comes up. Both hands out for fan back. We're going to turn all the way back around. Right back knuckle strike. Come forward with a parry. Deflect it out. Punch. Apparent close. We pull in. We exhale as we push out. We'll bring our hands open. Come in for the closing. Hands come up. Down as you exhale. Now, gathering in the chi. Big circle, feet come together, breathe in deeply, and exhale. In this sequence, we're going back and forth, just working the hands, shifting the body back and forth, pouring your weight back and forth. As you come around, I'll rotate out a little bit, and I'm just doing low block, high block, coming in. low, coming across, pouring my weight from one side to the other, keeping my center of balance and center of gravity down in my hips, good and low. This is all about breathing, relaxing, turning. Just feeling the flow as you move back and forth. It's all about being relaxed. Your mind goes quiet. Maybe some soft music if you like. Classical, any type of soothing music you can play in the background. Just working on breathing and pouring back and forth. So you feel every aspect of where your body's at. You should be able to feel your heartbeat, feel your movement, just changing the motion, knowing where your body is for each sequence. Just begin to sink in a little bit into the center of the earth. You just want to let your mind be quiet. Just bring your focus on what you're doing. This is a great opportunity to just shut out the rest of what's going on. You just practice repetitively, back and forth, changing out the arms, shifting the weight. Deep Tai Chi breathing. Don't be surprised when you first start and you do your Tai Chi breathing, you may become a little lightheaded. We're not always that used to putting that much oxygen into our system. Keep breathing and turning. Breathing and turning. Feel where your arms are. As you go to close, you drop your arms down. Take one nice deep breath. Arms around. Exhale. Take another deep breath, gathering in the chi. Bring your feet together. Exhale, putting your chi away. These are the 10 Taoist warm-ups. You do 10 repetitions of 10 different exercises. This is definitely an advanced practice. You start off raising and lowering the hands. This technique is also known as rising and lowering the chi. Your feet are about shoulder width apart. Your knees are relaxed, slightly bent. Push your weight into your toes. Knees going straight out over your toes. Press with your toes as you raise your hands. You breathe in. Breathe out as you press down. With all these exercises, you want to make sure you're paying attention to your body. We don't want any pain. If there's any discomfort, you just move your body until it feels comfortable again. Hands come up as you breathe in. Hands go down as you exhale. Inhale. Exhale. We do this 10 times. Inhale, pushing down with your toes. Exhale, settle down. Make sure you're taking those nice, deep abdominal breaths. Kind of focus on the palms of your hands. Just feel them as they rise. You want to make sure your hands are relaxed. Everything is relaxed as we go through these moves. Don't be surprised if you feel a little bit of warmth generating in the palms of your hands. That's quite normal. Inhale, exhale. Deep abdominal breath. The second exercise in the set is called bending the back. As you finish on your 10th repetition of rising and lowering the chi, hands come all the way down, circle behind you, and you come all the way around, hands come up around in front of you, eyes focus on your fingers. As your hand passes, your neck bends, and your shoulders, your upper back bends. Back of your hands together all the way down, brush across your toe, press against the back of your legs, massage your legs as you come up, and come back around, big circle. Again, back of your hands together, relax, knees slightly bent, brush your knuckles across your toes, rubs your hands up the back of your leg. Do not lock your knees. Again, we do this 10 times. You don't want to overextend yourself. Just go where you're comfortable. Don't overbend the neck. As you come back, You just want your neck to go back as far as is comfortable. Back of your fingers together, back of your hands together, your wrists together. Brush the toes, rub your legs as you come up. Big circle back around. Again, we do this exercise a total of 10 repetitions. This is a type of self-massage. It's very good. It can be very relaxing, and it really kind of helps lead us into the rest of the 10 Taoist warm-ups. Rub your legs, stretch your back, bring your hands around. Remember, as you're going down, you're bending your legs. You're not putting a big stress on the back of your legs. Rub, come around. As you come up from the 10th repetition, come up into the standing position. The next movement is called bending to the side. Step to the left. One hand behind, other hand over the top. Back hand at the kidneys. Step to the right, slap, transition, and bend. Slap, step, 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 bend. Again, each exercise is done 10 times. The next movement is knocking at the gate of life. You swing your arms. You rotate back and forth. Your arms are just going to be nice and loose. Then you're going to take, and your lead hand is going to come up and tap at the shoulder and neckline. Your hand should be cupped on this. You're not trying to slap yourself. Come around here. Your arms should just be like ropes coming out of your shoulders. Very relaxed. Turning. Self-massage of Qigong. The more you do this, you'll find the more of a reach you have going back. So you go ahead and do it 10 times. You can kind of roll yourself around a little bit if you need to. This is great for loosening up your back, loosening up your shoulders, elbows, wrists. Do that 10 times. Shake it out a little bit, loosen yourself up. The next one, turning the waist. Hands are about shoulder width apart, about body width in front of you. But you don't turn your waist. You keep your waist as stationary as possible. Your waist stays forward, your hands move to the side and come around. Eyes follow your hands. Back to center. Around. Step out a little bit. Make sure your stance is comfortable. Your hands are just coming around. You're looking at your fingers all the way across. Watch your fingers as you go around. Back to center. Big circle around. To the other side. Back to center. Breathing in. Breathing in. Exhale as you come around. Complete your exhale at the front. Inhale, coming around. Pelvis stays straight. You're just turning your upper body. Breathing in, exhale. Make sure you're focused on being relaxed. When you breathe, the belly goes out, drawing the air all the way into the bottom of your lungs. On your 10th repetition, you're going to go the opposite direction now. And we do it 10 more times. So we do the exercise 10 times on each side. Inhale as you come up, exhale going down. Monitor your body for discomfort. If you start feeling some discomfort, adjust a little bit. Make sure you're focused on being relaxed. And you're deep breathing. You're just moving in a big circle. The secret to doing this is to be as relaxed as possible while you're doing it. Keep your breathing smooth, even, and soft. Again, we've done this 10 times each side. On the 10th repetition, as your hands come to this point, take the left foot, slide it out into a deeper stance, sweep your hands across your toes down low, come all the way up in a big circle, and this time as you sweep down, the lead toe points the way, the back toe follows, back hand goes across your kidneys, front hand covers your forehead. You're looking behind and up. And come back up around, big circle again, all the way down through, sweep out, lead toe points the way. This is called Monkey King Searching for Demons. Sweep around, back hand across the kidneys, lead hand over the forehead, looking back and up. Big circle around, looking back and up. Come all the way around, circle down again, turn, twist, and come back around. Remember, we do each repetition 10 times. Sweeping back around, toe lead points the way. So you'll be doing a little bit of shifting back and forth as you do this. You want to make sure as you're doing it all the way through, your knees are not locked. You don't want to try and stretch too far. Take it easy. It's good to push your limits, but before you get to them, you got to know where they are. Roll around. On the last one, we'll come up. Exhale. Now this one is called raising and lowering the toe. You step out. What's called 7 stars posture. You're in good balance. Left toe is out. Left foot forward. Cradle the right hand in the left. Make sure you're good and comfortable in your posture. Look way over your right shoulder. As you come down, you try to reach your toe with your elbow. Look back. Come forward. Raise the toe up. Bring your elbow down as far as you can. Push the toe down as you raise yourself back up and look over your shoulder. Come down. Try to get that elbow to your toe. This is a good stretch. Make sure as you're coming up, you're just rolling your spine back up. Look behind, come forward, elbow to the toe. Look behind. Breathe out, elbow to the toe. Breathing in, looking over the shoulder. Breathing out as we collapse down. Breathing in. Exhale, collapsing down. Each time you go down, you sink a little bit. It's okay to pause and let your muscles stretch. But you want to try and have as much relaxation as you can throughout your entire body. The more relaxed you are, the easier this is to do. Again, this is an advanced practice. The deeper you want to get, as you come down, you look behind your shoulder. Now you take a nice deep breath, circle around, exhale. The next move is called stringing the bow. Nice wide bow stance. I'm going to start moving to the right. Hands come up. One hand blocks high, one blocks low. Knuckles down, knuckles up. Stretch the bow. Big circle around, stretch the bow. As your bow stance goes out, make sure that your knee is going directly out over your toe. And stretching out. Straight back. Nice and relaxed movement. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. This is the high position, especially if you've had a history of hernias. exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Feel your weight as you go back and forth. And then you close, exhale out. Shake your fingers out a little bit, shake your arms, try and get good and loose. This next one can be very vigorous. Again, these are the advanced practices called the 10 Taoist warm-ups. This is called sweep punch. Takes a little bit of coordination, but once you get the hang of it, it's really not too hard. You step out with your left foot. Your left hand is out in front, palm down. Right hand is chambered palm up in a fist. This is called a ram's head punch. Your left hand stays up, your right hand rotates as you punch forward. Take some nice deep breaths. And this is not a kick, it's a sweep. You're actually sweeping your foot up high. This is not a kick, it's a sweep and a punch. So you sweep forward and then step into the punch. Sweep forward, step into the punch. Sweep, punch. Sweep, punch. Sweep, punch. Punch. Sweep, punch. Sweep, punch. Make sure you're getting a good rotation on your hip as you sweep that leg around. And relax. Come to the other side. Right hand forward. Right forward bow stance. Again, your knee is just right out over the toe. Left hand at the hip, chambered for the ram's head punch. Take a couple nice deep centering breaths. And begin to sweep that hand up. Punch, sweep, punch. Chamber, punch. Sweep, punch, chamber, punch. Again, we do this 10 times. And you're just sweeping that leg forward. This is not a kicking motion, it's a sweeping motion. Once you've completed it, you do your close. And that is your 10 Taoist warm-ups. This is my Yang style short form. Slightly different than the one we did before. Start off with a couple nice deep breaths. Make sure you're pushing your belly out, breathing deep. Pour all your weight into your right leg. Left leg goes out. Exhale as you settle into a horse stance. Inhale as your hands come up, bring them back. Exhale as you push out and settle down just a little bit. Cat stance, hold the ball on the right, part the wild horse's mane. Left hand up, hold the ball, part the wild horse's mane. Right hand parry, right hand comes around, hold the ball, part the wild horse's mane. Now we're going to do white crane spreads and swings. We come up, pour your weight back to the back, both hands come back, little kick, step forward with a finger whip and a low block, and then we go into brush knee push. And block, come across, low block, strike. Block, come across, low block, strike. Now we strum the lute, pour back, and a little kick forward as you plant. Now repulsing the monkey. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. So now we go into hold the ball. Grasping sparrow's tail, we have the ward off. Palms follow back. Push out. Inhale, push out. Big circle around. Ward off. Palms follow around. Push out. Come back. Push. Now we're going to go single whip and cloud hands. With cloud hands, you inhale as you come across. Exhale as you transition. Inhale, focusing your eyes on your fingertips as you come across. Exhale. Now we come in to single whip. And now pat the high horse. Now we gather up. Right heel kick, double strikes. Come around, double punch, turn. Gather up. Come up with the left heel kick. Come double punch. Now we come for snake creeps down. Left foot goes out, and just go down as low as you're comfortable. So golden pheasant stands on one leg, snake creeps down again, golden pheasant stands on one leg. Now we hold the ball, we shuttle back and forth, and now we step back slightly, nettles at the bottom of the C, fan back, turn, back knuckle strike, forward parry, punch, apparent close, push out, turn all the way around, gather up, exhale with the close. Here's the complete Yang style short form. Bring your hands up, push them past your ears, push your hands down as you exhale, come across, hold the ball, stepping out with your left foot, part the wild horse's mane. Part the wild horse's mane again, and part the wild horse's mane a third time. Pouring your weight back and forth, coming forward. Now we go into white crane spreads its wings. Pour your weight forward, back over to your right foot. Step up, right hand up, left hand down. Now we come back, circle your hands around to a brush knee push. Left hand down, right hand pushing out. Hands circle back to the other side. Tai Chi step forward. Low block, palm strike. Again, Tai Chi step, hands come around. Low block, right palm strike. Now pulling with your right hand, coming around into a circle. Come across with repulse the monkey. Step back, repulse the monkey again. We do repulse the monkey a total of 4 times. Last time for repulse the monkey. And now we're going to hold the ball, and we come forward to a ward off position. Roll your hands back, palms facing each other. Push out. This move is called grasping sparrow's tail. Exhale as you push out. We're going to take a big circle turn, pigeon toe your foot, hold the ball, and completely come around with ward off. You roll back with your palms facing each other, push out at the wrist, breathe in as you pull back, push out as you push. Circle back around. We're coming into single whip. Roll back. Now we're going to do hands like clouds. As you do hands like clouds, focus your eyes on your fingertips as they pass in front of your head. Inhale as your hands come across. Exhale when you transition. We come into single whip again. Right hand in the bird's beak position. Left hand out in a strike. Do a circle around. Come into pat the high horse. Cross hands. Do a right toe kick with a double heel palm. Twin hammers to the ears. Collapse back in. Turn to your left. Toe kick. Plant down. Come around. Turn to your left. Low block. Heel kick. Hands go out. Step into snake creeps down. Roll your hands through. Come around. Golden pheasant stands on one leg. Snake creeps down. To golden pheasant stands on one leg. Now we're going to move forward into fair maid passes the shuttle. So you step forward on the left. Hands go down. Go out, right hand up. Left hand heel palm strike. Collapse it back down. Step out, left hand up, right hand strike out. Now you circle it down, bring your right foot back, go low, come up with kind of a ridge hand. This is called nettles at the bottom of the C. Come forward, both hands out. This is fan back. You turn around, back knuckle strike, push forward with a parry, then a punch. You do an apparent close, push out. Big circle hands around. Bring yourself back to front. Close, inhale, exhale, and then gathering in the chi. Great big deep breath. Arms come around. Feet come together. Exhale as you settle out.
Well, I've been doing Tai Chi for a little over 20 years. I had some instruction early on in the Yang style short form. Since then, I've mostly practiced on my own. It has been a huge part of me dealing with depression and anxiety. It's also been a great tool for me in using for dealing with my chronic pain. I've had a lot of problems with pain. At one point, I was on a lot of hydrocodones, opioids, a pretty steady diet of them, and realized that really wasn't the best for me long term, and started using Tai Chi as a way to not eliminate the pain, but learn how to deal with it in a much better way. So it's been a huge part of my mental health and physical health recovery, and it's a great part of my life.
Started Tai Chi because of anxiety attacks and anger management issues. I'm 100% PTSD, and it took years and years to find that out. And Tai Chi was my first effort at bringing this madhouse between my ears under control. It taught me to relax my body and quiet my mind, which was almost impossible. When I started doing it, I began in 1986, and I've studied with, Master Brad Whitewolf, Master Elaine Waters, under the William C.C. Chen School, Don Hildenbrand in Oregon, David Jung, Master George Shu. I've just really saturated myself in Tai Chi. Part of it was I needed something to feel comfortable inside. I needed to bring that tension down. Like a lot of vets, I carried a gun everywhere I went, and I have poor impulse control, so that was a dangerous thing, and I wanted to lose that. And I thought martial arts would be a good way. Tai Chi, being a non-offensive internal martial art, appealed to me the most, because I'm only training myself. I'm only working on me. I'm working on in here. That really worked. And the odd thing is, I never had any conflicts after I started doing Tai Chi. I always had some way to bring the tension down and walk away. It was a new, novel experience for me. I learned to just truly enjoy it. It's how I quiet my mind at night. It's how I put myself to sleep. Tai Chi is probably one of the preeminent moving meditations. For someone like me with ADHD, I can't be still long enough to meditate very well, so I do it in movement in my form. When I'm dealing with stress, I can find a quiet place, relax my body, do my deep breathing that is necessary, calm my mind, and then do a little bit of form, and it takes this committee between my ears and makes me quiet. Because that's what the anxiety attack for me is. It's all those voices. They're all me complaining about how bad I've been, or what all the things I've gone through, and I obsess over them. So taking the time out to relax and do this Tai Chi form and quiet my mind, that obsession goes away, and I get relief every time. It's a wonderful way to put myself to sleep at night. It brought my self-esteem and my confidence back up where it was healthy. It's just been absolutely incredible for me.
I started noticing the guys at the vet center doing Tai Chi about 4 years ago, and I was going to the vet center for treatment with my PTSD. I joined the class, and I couldn't keep up with the other students, so when I went home, I would try and practice the moves by myself. And I learned in the process that it quieted my mind. It stopped the anxiety that was churning in my head. I had been going to yoga at the vet center, but I could sit through a yoga class and spin the whole time in my head. I get really good stretches out of yoga, and that's good for my body. Tai Chi has helped my body in terms of balance, moving more steady. But the main thing that attracted me was I discovered that it would stop the crazy train that was going on in my head. So I stuck with it, and it always works, unlike most of the drugs I got from the VA. So anything like Tai Chi that can get you moving is going to help your physical ailments, arthritis, broken bones, so the combination of the physical benefits and how it's helped my emotions is why I stay with Tai Chi, and I think it'll help a lot of veterans deal with whatever their problem might be.
Well, in this series, we're mainly going to be focusing on the first 8 moves of the 24 form. So, what you saw, we just kind of wanted you to have a good picture of what the full thing looks like. And as we'll all say, you don't see a lot of perfect Tai Chi. We certainly didn't do anything perfect. But it becomes a great tool for veterans to be able to use at home, to get an idea of what Tai Chi is, and to hopefully find a good instructor, come join us. They have groups here at Fayetteville. I have one in Mount Vernon. Wherever you may be, finding somebody, getting involved. There's going to be a series we'll learn the first 8 moves of the form. We've got a lot of different exercises because Tai Chi is not just the form. There are so many exercises and breathing things and stuff that are so beneficial. We're going to touch on a little bit of all of it, as well as even some Qigong practices that a lot of the veterans I work with, including myself, have found really very therapeutic and beneficial.
The thing I like about Tai Chi is there's a universal 24 movement form, but it's taught by nearly every teacher in the country, and each teacher has their own body size, type, and style, their own things about, the way they want to move. I'm tall and lanky.
I'm not.
Yeah. He comes from school with judo, jiu-jitsu, and a lot of other really heavy-duty martial arts behind him. So when you see us doing our Tai Chi form, you'll see there are differences in how each of us approaches each movement. That's supposed to be that way. There is no perfect way, no one way and no other way. That doesn't exist in Tai Chi. It's all about being, I like to think of it as a laissez form of exercise, laissez-faire form. Just relax, get in, stretch, breathe, let your mind get quiet. I've been doing it since 1986, I guess is when I started. And I'm 72 years old next month. I'm in pretty good shape considering I have arthritis, COPD, frozen shoulder, ruptured tendons, broken bones. I've been bounced around all my life. And I'm in better physical shape right now than I was 20 years ago. Just because I keep myself moving and keep stretching and things like this. I'm not curled over like an old man yet. Well, not every day. Some days I feel older. But it's been real important to me in dealing with both my physical disabilities, damage, and the worst one, the PTSD. It's really great. We'll show different forms here of exercises just to quiet the mind before you go to sleep. There's an excellent one, 3 circles Qigong, which is about balance and strengthening your leg muscles and your arm muscles and things like this. And it's virtually motionless. It's just a relaxed form you do. It's pleasurable. Again, when you're dealing with things like PTSD, pleasure is hard to come by in here. That quieting your mind. being able to meditate on what I'm doing, keeping my mind focused on it, is more important than learning to do it perfectly. It's an internal discipline. And I'm the only contestant, I'm the only person I compete with. Watching the three of us work together should show you that everybody does it differently.
Whatever style or of form you use, you can take whatever parts feel natural to you, and those movements, even vague Tai Chi-like movements, can help center you, help your balance, and it doesn't matter if you're doing the form exactly. So at home, I don't stick with the forming at all. I find my own relaxing movements that are related to Tai Chi, and if I'm in the kitchen working on the stove, sometimes I will break into some movements and quiet myself in that way.
This video series is dedicated to our friend Carl Guman. Carl served his country, his fellow veterans, and if you are watching and learning about Tai Chi right now, he is serving you too. His attitude of service lives on. Carl spent many hours at VHSO as a member of the AmeriCorps team, 2 advisory councils, and as an advocate for Veterans Health Services. He was the co-writer of the grant that brought the At Ease, veteran-led Tai Chi video series into reality. Carl touched so many lives during his recovery years by his participation in biofeedback, meditation, mindfulness, chronic disease self-management, and of course Tai Chi. His participation was both that of a leader and a student. He led many veterans into recovery using these resources. We are all just walking one another home, is something Carl Guman used to say about our lives and how we share this world. This video series is the result of his dedication and devotion to Tai Chi. It is the result of his compassion for bringing comfort to veterans suffering from many types of conditions. Another thought of Carl's about this video series was, my opinion would be that simple is better for our intended audience, and the last thing we need to do is intimidate beginners right off the bat with flashy moves or one-footed balancing kicks. You know, Carl could do flashy moves and one-footed balancing kicks at 69 years of age, but instead he simplified the process and put himself in the place of everyone watching this DVD. Those of us learning Tai Chi for the very first time. So the team that produced this video series wants to say thank you to our friend Carl Guman. And to those of you watching this video series, please honor our friend by using Tai Chi to triumph over your issues and conditions, just like he did. We love you, Carl, and thank you for your service.